Many homeopaths wrongly think that anecdotes of individual patients, recommendations from influential persons, and clinical stories of practitioners regarding miraculous cures they produced are enough to convince and prove the efficacy of homeopathy to the world. They should know, scientific method insists on double-blind random controlled trials to prove the efficacy of any particular medicine or any therapeutic claim. This should be done by applying the candidate drug on a large group of individuals having same disease, along with a group of controls kept on placebo only. To rule out biases and placebo effects, participants and researchers will be kept blind, not allowed to know which individuals got the medicine and which ones got placebo. You are bound to fail, if you think you can convince the skeptics regarding the efficacy of potentized homeopathic drugs by conducting conventional types of disease-specific clinical trials or RCTs as the scientific community demand for. You can never expect individual-based homeopathic drugs to be proved using the protocols of testing drugs in disease-based modern medicine. Asking to prove homeopathic drugs using protocols of allopathic drug trials is like trying to measure length using units of mass. Allopathic methods of drug trials are applicable to molecular forms of drugs only. But potentized homeopathic drugs, different from allopathic drugs, contain only molecular imprints, which can act only upon pathogenic molecules having specific conformational affinity. That means, potentized drugs can act only if indicated by similarity of symptoms. You cannot ignore this peculiarity of homeopathy in matters of active principles as well as mechanism of drug actions while designing drug trials for homeopathy. In homeopathy, you cannot verify action of a particular drug on a particular disease. You have to verify action of indicated drugs upon indicated individual patients, since different people with same disease may need different drugs. Same time, disease-specific combinations of post-Avogadro dilutions could be subjected to random controlled trials in the same way as allopathic drugs. This is the most effective way to prove that potentized homeopathy drugs are not placebo, fraud, or mere water, but they really work. As far as skeptics as well as homeopaths hesitate to accept this peculiarity of potentized homeopathic drugs and agree to design the trials of disease-specific combinations of post-Avogadro dilutions, there is no way to convince the scientists that homeopathy works. We can prove the effectiveness of homeopathy only through random controlled trials using disease-specific combinations of post-Avogadro diluted homeopathic drugs.